Wait, okay.
Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Therese is going to introduce herself.
Yes, my name is Therese. I live on the east coast of Michigan with my husband and our animals. And I knit, spin, crochet, sew, cross stitch, weave, all of it. How's that?
Do you like the way she sighed when she said, I live with my
I know.
husband?
And the animals.
I'm just
Yeah, I
putting
saw
it out
that.
there.
All the animals.
All the animals. What about you,
Say
Joe?
that with more enthusiasm. I don't live with Teresa's husband. I live with my husband, who's wonderful, who makes me coffee every morning. What
Nice.
a guy. No matter if I'm talking to him or not. No, he's a great guy. Hi, my name's Joe Bob, and I said last week in my intro, I live in a small country town in New South Wales. And I hope you don't think I live in Wales. I live in Australia. And when I was younger, I really wanted to be part of the Waltons family.
Good night, Joe Bob.
Thank you. I really wanted to be part of that family so much. I adore that show.
Aw. Hi, I'm Liz. I live in Las Vegas, and unlike Joe Bob, Therese and I are in summer, whereas Joe Bob is suffering in winter. So it's very nice of her to be in her portable office right now in the cold coming at you guys. So you're
Wearing
lucky
all
you
her
have
knit
her.
and stuff.
That's right.
Well, you'll be doing it for me when it's summer here. You'll be
Yeah,
wearing
I
all
won't
your
be.
knits.
I won't be
one of
getting
us
that cold.
together.
Yeah, I won't be getting that cold. No problem. So, how is everybody?
I'm well. I'm well. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who gave me lovely messages about my dog passing away last week. It was a big shock. And I was a bit of a mess and fumbled my words. I said silly things like I was skein up wool when I was actually balling up wool. But my uncle had died the week before, exactly a week before. So, you know, things are dying all around me. And it was a bit of a shock. Oh, no, hey, life is never dull at my place. We found a orange ginger tabby cat, feral, dead on our front driveway at the gate.
Oh, no.
Honestly. Yeah, very sad. But, you know, I feel like doom and gloom reporting him. Let me talk about some good news. A lovely friend watched our podcast and gave me a shawl suggestion for this yarn.
Okay.
Ooh.
So thank you very much, Colleen. I was so excited. She sent me a private message and said I might be interested in a shawl that's been in her list for a long time. And as soon as I saw it, I went to the old Rav and bought it. Let me show you if I can. You tell me if you can see it.
Walk in the woods.
Walk in the woods.
Oh, look at
Ooh,
that.
That's pretty.
That's really
Mosaic.
pretty. Yeah, mosaic knitting in the DK yarn, 2 colours, 2 balls of the Flurello, and then that ball of Lady Di yarn that I hope will go okay with it.
It
So I'm
should.
really excited. It's by Maliha Designs, and it says Lisa Haynes on the bottom of it, but Maliha, Maliha, say it with an Aussie accent, Maliha Designs. I'm really excited to do it. I think it's going to look quite nice.
That is going to be pretty.
So thank you. I'm really excited, and I put away my Melanie Berg books for another day.
You'll
super
get to
excited.
them.
Well, I'm so excited. I started.
Wow, that's pretty.
That's not pretty. That's bright.
Yeah, but once you add the other color, it'll tone it down. The mosaic will tone it down, though.
Oh, yeah. So I was so excited. I bought that pattern. Thank you, Cole. And I cast it on already. I really like the design aesthetic so far. And I'm really nitpicky. And I really, really like it. The setup and the body takes the first skein. And then I get into the colour work. So I sort of get into a groove with it before the tricky stuff happens.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. So that's good news. I like good news. I'm not always doom and gloom.
How's Murray?
Oh, he's getting big. He's doing really well. He's actually starting to sleep longer hours through the night. Thank goodness. But no, he's getting so big. Millie's a bit concerned about how she's going to get him on the school bus on Friday. Oh, what happened last week?
He's going back to school?
Yeah, he's going back to school on Friday. So I told you last time we podcast, I've got a few days to knit. And I was really happy to sit at home and knit. And then Millie had emergency wisdom tooth surgery the next day.
Oh, poor Millie.
So I spent 5 hours in a car in my mobile office, getting her there, an hour and a bit at the dentist, and then the drive home. Poor kid. She had one out in February, and she ended up with the stitches fell out the very next day, and she had a dry socket. We had to go back again.
Poor Millie.
This time, the dentist was really determined to stitch her because he had to cut it open. It hadn't erupted yet. So he was determined to get in there and whack those big stitches in. And I can now tell you, they're an inch long. And the reason we know that is 2 of them have already come out.
Oh, no.
So I'm saying to her, please be careful. She's not to go to school. She's not to talk. Just rest. So no singing. Sorry, I keep snorting. If you had to hear it, if you had to deal with it, you'd be taking a Panadol and a lay down. It's horrible.
Question: did you bring your wine glass and a beverage this time? Because people were concerned that you had wine until they realized it was Dr. Pepper.
Oh, no, it's Dr. Pepper. I don't drink and drive. No. That's got to wait for a night when I'm podcasting at night and I will get motel accommodation. That will be hilarious because after one glass of wine, you'll know I'm drunk. No. That was Dr. Pepper, strawberry and cream. I've got my favourite coffee shop beverage today.
Nice.
Thank you very much. Yeah, because Millie's not at school, I only had to take Charlie. Oh, you know I have another kid, right? I always talk about Mills. You know she has a twin sister, Charlie. Charlie is smart and beautiful. They're in their graduating year this year, but Charlie has already been accepted to university.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you, but I didn't do anything. But, yeah, congratulations to Charlie Brown because she has been accepted to university to study, here we go, a Bachelor of Environmental Sciences and Management.
Good for her.
Yeah, but she's my baby and I don't want her to leave home. And I'm very lucky that she doesn't want to leave home yet either, so she deferred for a year.
Aw.
How far is the school from you?
Oh, where she wants to go to, it's hours away.
Well,
Hours away where she's been accepted to. But no, she's very conscientious of the fact that it's so difficult to get accommodation and to pay for accommodation. As a young single person, she would have to be working full time to pay rentals. It's ridiculous. I don't know what it's like over there at the moment. We have a lot of homeless people right now. You know, good people, not people with mental health issues, good, honest to God, hardworking people who cannot afford their rent because the rents are massive. They're huge. I couldn't afford to rent if I didn't own our place. So for a young girl to probably end up working nights somewhere and weekends somewhere, she wouldn't be able to afford accommodation, food, and to maintain a car.
They don't have
It's not
dorms there?
Yeah, they do. They do. And the university is about 5 miles out of town. So she would need a car to get to work or public transport. It's okay. I'm quite happy with her decision to take a gap year
Sure.
because she's my baby. All my 3 kids are at home right now. I think Mills will be the first one to fly the coop.
Yeah, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's very independent. She likes to be independent. But my baby, she's a very clever girl, and she's very, very studious. I mean, her chemistry teacher for this year, for the final year, has taken some time off, and they're not able to replace her. So now Charlie is doing chemistry by distance ed and has been speaking to the teacher via Zoom and phone and now getting all her modules sent to her. So my kids might as well be homeschooled. Millie's doing the same with primary industries. So it's funny, Millie wants to, of course, own a property and have livestock. Charlie's a vegetarian, a strict, probably almost vegan. She's almost vegan if she didn't eat eggs. She would be vegan if she didn't eat eggs. And she wants to never kill animals and never eat animals. And I said to them, you should team up. You could have a sustainable farm and have all the right ethical working practices with Charlotte with her knowledge and Millie and her animal skills.
Mm-hmm.
It'll never happen. But how's that for twins on either spectrum of farming, like farming and skills and outcomes that they both want to achieve?
They're both good girls.
They are good girls. So no, it's all good news this week, except for dead animals and dead people, and life's good, guys.
What about you,
Therese, how are you going? Last time we spoke, you were spending time at the emergency room.
David has an appointment tomorrow. Oh, for those who don't know, my husband was in a car accident a few years ago and has had complications from that. And he fell last Saturday. And so we spent time in the emergency room, and we've been waiting for him to get into a surgeon. And he's going tomorrow morning at 9:30.
Oh, good.
So now we can get some things rolling and, find out what has to be done. He thinks he might need to have another neck surgery, which not good, but, you got to be able to walk and move and have feeling in your hands and, all that good stuff.
And so is he anxious about the doctor's visit, or is he looking forward to getting things resolved?
He wants to get things done, because enough's enough.
He's been in pain a while.
He's been in pain. He can barely walk, and then, of course, the less you do, the less you can do. And then, you take weight off of one thing and then other things start to hurt. And it's just,
Yeah.
So this is good.
Okay. So at least he's looking to resolve things. He's not just denying that he's in pain like most men do.
No,
Yeah.
no, he lets you know when he's in pain.
Involuntarily? Wow. Oh, that's good. That's good. What's happening with you, Miss Liz?
Well, family's good. Everybody's healthy for the most part. Kids are doing well. And I just released my new hat pattern, the Murder Knits hat. So anyone participating in Summer of Murder, it's a pattern that Tabitha will give you extra points on if you knit it. It's on Ravelry and Lovecrafts. And this is in Blood Splatter, the colorway created by Chicken Lady Fiber Arts for Tabitha's Murder Knits. So, yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. It's not too warm to put it on here because, it's like 100 degrees outside, but it's a nice stash buster DK weight.
Oh, sorry, Liz, keep going.
It's a good stash buster, nice gift hat, DK weight. Very stretchy, so it fits a few different sizes. And yeah, that's about it. Just started a Christmas present for my mother-in-law. Waiting for Shark Week, which Politically Incorrect Knitters, our friends Ann and DK, are hosting next month, and it's going to get interesting whether or not the shark bites.
Ann's not my friend anymore. No, she's evil.
Okay, Ann, if you're listening.
I just love DK now. Shh, she's not listening.
She probably is listening, or she will be.
She will be.
And I want chocolate, and that's when I will drink wine. If I have to frog something, we're having a pity party. Chocolate and wine and tears.
Oh, you won't frog. You'll finish whatever you start because you'll pick something that you can finish.
Are you kidding? Me versus Ann Pinkover and the time clock? I'm going to do a knit-a-thon. I am going to knit till I fall over. If I don't finish that, I'll cry.
That's what I'm going to do.
Clear all the other knits and monogamous knitting. That's going to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Have you figured out what you're going to do? Yeah.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do.
I know,
I'm
but
doing a hat.
you weren't certain. Last time you talked about it, you weren't positive.
I'm positive. It's churning up there in my brain. I'm knitting a hat, just a simple hat, because I need to finish it, because I'm not frogging it. Even if I break my fingers, I am knitting that hat. I was just thinking, Liz, looking at that colorway, can you just show me again, please?
Which one? The blood splatter?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking that must be one of your puny little American sharks, because if it was an Aussie shark, it'd be a big red pooling.
Well, you'd have to talk to the yarn dyer about that. She this isn't a Shark Week colorway. This is a Murder Knits colorway. So,
Oh, just a little light stabbing then.
Yeah, something like that.
The butter knife.
Yeah.
A paper cut.
Yes. Death by paper cuts.
That's right.
That'd be funny.
So what you working on besides your bright neon glow shawl?
Okay, so the Brighton. Hang on. Finished objects. Oh, here goes me. I hate formalized podcasts where they go, we're doing this and then we're doing that. No, we're just chatting. Suck it up, Buttercup. We're just talking. But I have to show off.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's so pretty. Quick. That was super fast.
Oh, I haven't steamed it yet because it's been bloody -5 degrees here. So the bottom of the shawl has a picot edge that I haven't. Oh, look at me go. Presenter of the century. Lucky it's just us. So I haven't steam blocked it, of course. It's going to be stunning when it is all stretched out and melted together.
That is so pretty.
It is so easy. I love it. Spring Bloom. This is my third one and the only one I'm keeping so far.
Joe, you're getting really squeaky.
Oh, I can hear that. I thought that was Therese. I'm sorry.
It's the mouse in my pocket.
Is your echo cancellation on? Check your settings.
Okay, but yeah, my mic's good. There's no one here. Nothing's changed. Audio. No, I thought it was you or Therese because it's in my ear big time.
It's in my ear too. Can you hear it, Therese?
How about I leave and come back? Do you want
okay. Yes, try that.
Okay. Yeah, try that. And let's eliminate who it is.
Okay. Do you hear the squeaking noise, Therese?
Nope.
I don't hear it either. So hopefully it won't happen when she comes back.
She comes back.
She'll come back. So what are you working on in the meantime while we wait for Miss Jo?
I've only been working on 2 things because as I learned in El Paso, you start doing things monogamously and things come off the needles. It's an amazing thing. You knit things and they get done. So I don't know.
Where did she go?
Wait, her. I don't know. So one of the things I'm working on, and I can't because this is just vanilla, is my opal socks. There she is.
Here she is.
So was it me?
Yes.
Yep.
'Twas you. But it's not happening now. So.
Listening in again.
It's because you're no longer in witness protection, Jo. You're out in the open. They can see you. You're not pixelated.
I've got to be careful. No. Wow. Sorry about that. Honestly, I thought that was some squeaky old computer over there.
Nope. Trace was showing her socks she's making in opal yarn.
Show me, Trace.
My opal socks.
Those are the ones that match your project bag, right?
They match, yes, and they match the cord. So I'm just working on them now because they're vanilla and I don't have to try to cable anything while I'm talking.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I'm working on, go ahead.
No. Keep going.
Is
Show me what else?
My Murder Knits cardigan.
Yay.
Which, okay, we'll do this panel by panel. We have armholes.
Yay.
And a couple inches of body.
Yay.
Wow, good.
Hey. It's amazing. You knit stuff and then it gets done. It's crazy.
It grows.
It grows. It does. So I'm hoping to get the body done before Shark Week. Then I'll have that week, and then after Shark Week, then I can start sleeves and the rest of it.
Well, the belt is a good car project or waiting room project because it's mindless.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But I'm glad you're working on it. It's going to be nice and warm, and you'll need nice and warm.
Yes, I will, because we are not going to warm weather this winter. As far as I know, who knows? It might end up being Christmas, and he says, hey, let's go to the desert.
Yes, please. Well, it won't be as warm as the Penguano Station, but you'll have to work on that later then.
Do you like my Vertices Unite station?
Yes.
I do.
I always liked your Vertices Unite. It's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to make another. Everyone says this, don't they?
I want another one.
I want to make it the bigger one.
I did. This is the large one. You know what? I bought this yarn. Well, because this colour with the browns and greys is called Jo. What a narcissist. Actually, it's dyed by someone in the US. She's no longer dying, and I'm really bummed because I would have bought everything she had in her shop. I trusted her and just bought a kit, and it was absolutely beautiful. All strange for me, but all neutrals. Really pretty greens and greys and silver and browns. But she's no longer dying anymore.
It's a bummer.
Sad.
Oh. Hey, excuse me, girls. Put your hands up for a minute. Hang on, camera. Put your hands up for a minute. Now, keep your hand up if you own any yarn in your stash from Forbidden Fibre. Keep your hands up. That's right. Keep your hands up. Oh, my goodness. We have to fix this problem. No, keep your hands up. You should suffer. You should suffer while I don't own any. I was watching Tara last night. I'm adopting that girl. She is a girl. She's a lot younger than me. Don't mind she's got 2 kids and a husband. I was watching Yarn Chicken and SH1T. So it's not shite, it's SH1T. Go and look on YouTube.
Oh, her episode was really good.
Chicken and SH1T. She was showing her accusations last night, and she showed the most beautiful skein of yarn from Forbidden Fibres, and I need to look her up now. And I need
she has
to
great yarn.
This cubicle right here is all forbidden.
You're off my Christmas card list. I don't like you. We can't be friends anymore.
You sent me some of her yarn when we did the Secret Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent me some of hers. Her one of her
I
Harry Potters.
I was in her monthly Harry Potter club for years, and I got 2 skeins every month. So
wow.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier before you came on. How much we like her yarn.
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I like it too. I like it in my mobile office with me.
We'll see what we can do.
Beautiful. No, it's okay. I'll talk to my friend Tara. I'm adopting her. She'll fix me up.
Maybe
Don't worry
she'll
about
send you
my
some
other
chickens.
girlfriends.
Maybe she'll send you some chickens.
No, thank you.
Just what you need.
My chickens would get jealous. I love how her chickens are just out and about in the forest, in the woods around her house.
Free range, yeah.
She's so kind to her chickens until she chops them.
He's going in the freezer.
I know, she's so matter of fact about it. She's so matter of fact about it. This one's going in the freezer.
But it is matter of fact, you know.
It is, and it's
know
good,
where their food comes from.
Yeah, and it's good for the kids to know that too. You know that's how life works.
Food doesn't come from.
That's
Kroger.
right, and then they might choose to become vegetarians, like one of my kids.
That's not happening with my kids for sure. They like bacon too much.
Bacon was what my youngest daughter and I were vegetarian for about 6 or 8 months. And then I got to just missing bacon. And I was like, that's it. Ham and bacon.
Yep.
You like your bacon. Do you like it crispy?
Crispy.
Or soft?
Crispy.
Yeah, I like my bacon cremated.
Everyone else in my family likes it soft, not me. So they're weird.
I like it crispy with maple syrup on it.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What else? Oh,
what are you working on, Liz?
Oh, I'm working on a shawl for my mother-in-law, and this is a Sock Obsessions yarn company, her cranberry rainbow, and then I'm going to add for the border on the bottom is going to be this foxy sock of Twice Upon a Time from Potions yarn, because she has amazing yarn as well.
That's nice.
Yeah. And they go well together. So
they do.
So yeah. I started a t-shirt the other day, and I frogged it and started it in a different yarn, and then I frogged it and started a different yarn, and I liked the pattern. It was just not working. So I said I might as well start this Christmas present and get it done before Shark Week.
Yep. Yep.
All about the sharks.
So, all about the sharks. And I think Block Magazine will be out soon.
That's right.
I did a little bit on this.
Oh, the leaf one. That's so pretty. The definition on that is so nice.
Yeah. But I was knitting a couple of rows on the lace repeat, and then all of a sudden I had no yarn left in my hands.
Uh-oh.
And I'm doing a centre pull out of a cake of yarn that was caked by the local yarn shop. And then I had to look down, and one of the rows had a ply broken as well, and I was like, uh-oh. So I had to frog a little bit and be really, really careful and make sure there's no more breaks in the yarn. So that didn't make me a happy knitter.
That's
Made me a
not
bit
good.
paranoid, actually. Yeah, I hope it hasn't been eaten by anything.
Well, you have them in tubs. I doubt anything could get in through the plastic.
No, I mean before I got it, because
Oh, right.
I advised a friend that it was at the shop. She purchased it, kept it at home for a while, and then she asked me could I knit her a shawl with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
So since I've had it, yes, it's been in the bags and in tubs. But you're knitting away, and then all of us, because it is so light, all of a sudden there was nothing in my hands.
and you kind of look up and have to come back into reality, like, because you're just so focused on.
Yeah, on the pattern repeat.
Funny.
I was just doing the repeat, and it's in my head, and then all of a sudden there was nothing in my fingers. So that's
I've
a bit
done
scary. Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then to look back at the last couple of rows and see a thread broken, it's so fine. It's so light. It's only 2-ply. That was a
That's
bummer.
pretty yarn. That's really pretty yarn.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a nice. Well, I didn't choose that one. I chose more brighter colours in that yarn. So I'm looking forward to knitting something with that as well after I finish her gift knit. What else are you knitting, Liz? You always got more than...
Everything else is on hold right now because I just wasn't feeling it. I was working on that cardigan and it just needs sleeves, but I'm not going to wear it before November probably, so I'll put the sleeves on sometime before then. And then I've been working, deciding what I was going to do for Shark Week, and I think I've pretty much picked my pattern. So, and I'm not going to frog it, Anne.
More information.
And Anne, you still are my friend. Okay. I'm just getting out there that Anne's still my friend, unlike Joe. I found this t-shirt pattern. It's called the pyramid pattern. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. But, and yes, a t-shirt in a week seems crazy, but it's Aran weight. So I think I can probably do that.
Why would you do a t-shirt in Aran weight?
Because, why not?
Where you live?
I was going to say.
Yeah. No, but I'll wear it when I go to Utah or
whatever.
You
can wear it in winter.
Yeah, I can wear it in winter. So that's the...
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
I'm mainly doing it because the construction's really neat. It's you do the points, and then I just thought it looked really cool, and I thought, well, I'll try it for Shark Week. And if I don't think I can do it, I'll do it in my daughter's size, and she's a lot smaller, so then I'll make sure I can get it done. Because
that's cheating.
Right. I'm going to do the biggest project, but if I do it a smaller size, I'm cheating. I see how that works, Joe Bob.
I'm kidding. I'm only going to do a hat, so I'm kidding. Totally kidding.
Yeah, but you're going to do some fancy color work hat, I know.
Mm-hmm.
With sharks or something.
Nothing fancy. You'll see when I get it done.
Okay.
Nothing fancy at all. Just plain sailing.
Mm-hmm.
Pun intended.
Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy at all. Just something that gives me joy.
Well, that's what counts. Because knitting a project and hoping you can get it done in a week so you don't have to frog it should give you joy.
That's it's motivation for sure.
That's right. No. I'm confident
Tabitha will have 15 things completed.
Probably. This one I'm pretty sure I can do. It's a 15 stitch to 4. It's 15 stitches to 4 inches. So that's like 3.75 stitches per inch.
Oh, wow.
So that's why I think I can probably get it done in a week. Yeah. And I have some Malabrigo that it's going to be done in.
Ooh.
In a blue surf colorway. Because
I love Malabrigo.
I do too. And I got it on sale, so it was really inexpensive.
Even better.
Yeah, so I might just do it in my daughter's size the first time and then maybe make one for me later. We'll see.
Oh, nice yarn. Speaking of nice yarn, I've been watching heaps of podcasts this week. And I was watching Tina, another person whom I choose to adopt. She just doesn't know it yet. I was watching Tina. So you've mentioned her podcast before, her YouTube channel before, Awened, but we'll say it like Neil says it. Aweneth.
Aweneth. Yeah.
Aweneth. So what is it? AWENYDD?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I love to watch her because I can't believe how generous she is in showing how she dyes her yarn.
Yep.
Amazing. That girl's got it together. She's got the beautiful haircut, the gorgeous nails, and then she puts the camera above her. And I love how she's got this beautiful, calm voice. I mean, next to her, I sound like a screeching cat. She's got this beautiful, calm voice, and she shows you exactly how she dyes the yarn. And I couldn't help myself, and I had to watch her do dramatic potato.
Oh, dramatic
and
potato.
she's so clever. She shows you the base colours and then how she layers the colours and how she speckles it. And I love, because she makes me giggle, she says, now I'll shut up and let you watch me work. And I think I need a bit more of that in my life too.
I like when she does the wild card Wednesdays and she picks from the random generator, and you can tell when she's leery about the color picks.
Yeah, she's just like, I have no idea what I'm doing with this.
I know, but they always come out looking great.
Of course.
Tina's the best.
She's lovely. So I was watching her. I watched my Les Garçons because I love me some Vincent and Max. Oh, I watched Naughty Nitwits twice. Not once, twice.
Why?
I love those girls. I had to watch it twice. I watched you know Lynn Chicken Lady Fiber Arts. Yeah, I watched her podcast. I just binge watched those. Those are super short. And she shows a lot of her yarn that she makes.
I need to watch her most recent one.
Yeah, I've watched them all. I binge when I do it. I binge. I watch Fruitful Hands podcast, Therese. That mother and daughter in Kentucky. Oh, they're so lovely.
Aren't they nice?
They are super nice. And I watched 3 of their. I started at the beginning, and I watched the first 3 of their podcasts. And I love that the younger lady's husband, Sam. I don't remember his name. Sorry, Sam's doing all the editing for them. And I was thinking about our producer, Liz. Thank you, Liz, for looking after us and getting us together every week.
But I don't edit, so whatever you see is what you get.
Okay. No, that's okay because I'm so technically challenged. I couldn't do this.
Well, to be honest, my 21-year-old daughter has been helping me with it because she knows more about this than I do. But now I think I've got to hang on how to do it. So last week I was able to do it without her help. So that was the first one.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. It's fun. It's fun talking with you guys every week. It's made a difference because before we would just chat randomly, but knowing that we chat every week, it's something to look forward to, and knowing I get to see both of you, every week, it's important to me.
Yeah. So, it's important to me too.
It
really is. But then other nights I'm like, oh, I want to jump on and chat with the girls. I'm like, no, save it till we all get together.
Yeah, even my family's, they know Monday's recording day and they're just like, oh, okay, it's like, I'm not cooking tonight. Okay, have fun. Like, I will.
Good.
So, yeah.
I've got a test knit I'm doing too. Would you like to see? I've started. Yes. Hey, I've cast on 2 new shawls and I finished one, and I'm working on one. I think next I have to do a sweater.
You do.
And a hat and mittens. Okay, look at this part. Look at this. Look at this beautiful colour. Oh, I don't know. The sun's not playing.
Ooh, it's pretty
nice today.
Ooh, that's pretty.
This is so pinks and greens and cream and like a caramel coffee sort of colour. Pale coffee, not strong how I like it. Oh, my hair. Sorry, the sun is out finally after freezing me. So this beautiful yarn is Lullaby by Fiber Lily.
I was going to ask if it was Fiber Lily.
Look how long this cast on is. Hang on.
Yeah, who would do that
Still
to
going.
you, I
Don't
wonder?
fall asleep. Bloody Liz Clothier. I was like, really? Look at this cast on. But the good news is it gets better because this is the bottom. Look at this. It's still going, still going, still going. Oh, there we are. So this, all of this. Look, this, I was saying rude words. I was saying lots of rude words when I cast this on. But I do like it, Liz. I do. I love the pattern.
Thank you.
And it's going to be easy peasy. I think, how many repeats? About 8 to get started?
Six in the first section. Or 5. One, you do 1 and then 5 repeats, but you change one of the rows in the other 5 repeats.
Okay, well, I think it's going to be really pretty in this.
Thank you. What's your other second color going to be?
Well, because I've sort of gone with spring colours, and it is only a lightweight shawl, the 1 skein, 1 mini. I'm of 2 minds, but I think this is my winner. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
These are little. I hope I've got enough. These my local yarn shop sell as what do they call it? Taste bites, where they. Oh goodness! Find this camera, Amy. Oh, there
it
go.
is. There it is. Ooh, that's pretty. That'll go well with it.
It's bright.
Are those like 10?
There we go. It's bright.
Are those 10 grams?
They're about 10 grams each. So because I had 3 and I'm a loose knitter, I'm a relaxed knitter, not a loose knitter. Also, what I did was I got 3, so 24 to 30 grams in that. And also what I did was, because I don't follow the rules very well, I thought as a test knit, I would try it on 4mm, just to make sure there is definitely enough yarn to get through the pattern work for you.
Cool.
Because I've got plenty of pistachio colour, which is a lot of the greens. A lot of those greens are in another couple of skeins. So if I was to run out, it makes no difference at all because I can blend it in with the pistachio colour at the top of the shawl.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went with something like springy, and it just reminds me of roses in the garden.
It doesn't look like a shark attack, Joe. I don't know.
No, it's not a shark attack. Here it is, all balled up. It's really, really pretty.
It's very springy.
Yeah, with the little green and cream and pinks, all different pinks. And again, my silver hair don't care. Why does old lady hair fall out all the time? I'll be bald soon the way I'm going.
It's a good stash buster for those one-off fingering weight skeins you get that you don't know what to do with. All you need some, a coordinating mini, and it's a good shawl for that. And the proceeds are going to a good cause when it comes out. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that was the thing. I couldn't resist this skein, but I'm not a pink person. So it's perfect for a spring summer shawl for me. Thank you, Liz. I will get it done this week. All my notes will be back to you next week.
Dawn just sent me a write-up. Dawn sent me a write-up on the history of the USS Indianapolis, so that will be all part of the fundraiser. So she wrote it up. It's really sweet. Course. So yeah, so I'm very excited. Hopefully people want to participate and support the families and who lost sailors at sea and their ongoing project to record the stories of the sailors and other sailors from other ships. So it's very cool what they're doing.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Do you know, I was once engaged to a Marine.
I didn't know that. Did you know that, Therese?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you know that, Therese?
I don't think I did.
A long time ago. I dated a man for a couple of years, and when I was 20, we got engaged, and I planned to move to San Diego.
Wow.
And we were getting it all ready, and unfortunately he died.
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
I knew
Joe.
you had. I knew you
I
had a
kn-
fiance that died. I didn't know he was a
Yeah.
Marine.
Exactly. I knew that too, but I did not
Yeah,
know
he
he was
was
a
a
Marine.
Marine.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Joe.
no, not in combat, guys. Yeah, no, it was just an accident. A Marine who didn't know how to swim.
Wow. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
awful.
So, I could have been living there.
You could have.
Yeah, I was nearly an American. Okay, so I have some other news to show you, some other things. You want to look?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, because you're knitting and I'm here looking at all the crap in my car. I can't settle a knit until I get everything off my front seat in my front office.
The lobby.
I haven't looked at this yet. I opened the box for ease.
Your
I got a
skein
part.
yarn.
Ooh.
Are you ready? I've got my
Yes.
scissors. I got my box, and I haven't
Oh,
opened
it's
it
fun.
yet.
It's fun when you open it and it all poofs up like that.
Yeah.
That's the fun part.
Is it going to explode in my face?
No,
I
no,
hope
it'll
so.
just fluff up.
Okay, let's do it. I waited for you.
Show and tell.
Ooh, what did I buy? Oh, it's DK.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Fir Tree, and it's a multi-fiber blend. 104 meters. It's a mystery yarn. Oh, it's
Nice
soft.
color.
That'd
Yeah, I
make a
like
good
this
sweater.
green. Oh, I'm sorry about my sunshine today. Here's
That's
me
all good.
apologising for a sunny day.
Never
Okay,
apologize.
well, that's
Never.
nice.
Joe, you don't control the weather, so unless you do and you haven't told me and Therese. So
No, I don't. I just control what's happening tomorrow. So skeins, everybody. I know we talk about Marie Busky a lot, but here's the SKEINZ. You got a problem with that, Therese?
No, you
It's
can say
I
things
can
wrong.
butcher the English language.
if you
Ooh,
must.
here's the other color, if I must. Oh, this is fun. Merry Christmas to me.
Exactly.
Well, I do like this mustard colour. So this is foxtail. Oh,
Ooh,
this
that's
is
pretty.
Yeah, this is going to make a nice sweater. Oh, sorry.
That is pretty.
So it's not a rusty colour. It's more like a baby poo brown diarrhea colour, but I really like it. Don't you think? Mustard?
I would call it mustard. Yeah.
I would
You
call
would
it
call
mustard. I would
Not
not
baby
call it
shit
baby.
brown?
Not today. No.
Okay. Well, okay, now we've opened it. Let's get the colours out and decide which one I'm going to knit my first sweater out of. I'm so organised. You're going to love this. I mean, don't mind me. I just got out of bed and threw on my old sweater, my old hat. It's like 100 years old. But I did remember to put in my mobile office a tub full of Zauber balls. So we could
Ooh,
have,
nice.
we've got to make a decision. I want to do a colour work yoke, of course. No,
Ooh,
not
that's
that colour.
pretty.
I like that.
Was it? With the yellow?
I don't know
Yeah.
if it has enough contrast though with the green.
No, it has not. No. What about, reds
Yes.
and blue?
That would be pretty.
With this?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, that's not with this. I think they're both too dual toned.
It'd be too Christmassy if it was the green.
Christmassy. Yep.
Oh, yeah, no, Christmas. Oh, what about this one? Hang on. I brought my Zauber ball tub because I can never, ever, ever. This one I started to make
I have
something
one
and then
right
I
here.
went, no.
There's one right in front of me.
Oh, look at us. What about springy
Ooh, that's
colours?
pretty.
Ooh.
That's pretty.
It's got
That would be
blue and
pretty.
yellow and pink. That would
What,
be
with the
pretty.
yellow? With the
What
mustard color one?
With the green or
With
with
the
the
green.
mustard colour?
Either
Ooh.
one. Either one.
Hang
I
on.
think I
maybe
like it
with the
better
green.
Yeah.
I think a little bit more, yeah. I think the
With the
tones go better
green?
with the green. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or
See, I do like that too. I like it with the mustard.
like that. Take a vote.
I say with the mustard. But
What do you think, Therese?
I say green, but I got to be different.
Okay, well, hang on. What else have I got? Oh, I've got another one. No, I think this is too green.
depends on the color work. Hey, pull it back a little. Okay. That would work with the mustard too. But
Yeah, it's pretty
it would
boring with the green.
yeah, it might be not have enough contrast with the green. It would be okay with the mustard.
I think it also depends on how
The pattern.
the pattern of the yoke. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
I
it's
mean,
little tiny areas, yeah. If it's bigger motifs, then
Not that one. I think this. I kind of really want to get rid of this out of my stash with all the sort of summery spring colours, light colours.
mm-hmm.
I think I'm going with that
Okay.
because it'll really stand out.
It will.
Yeah, I think my next sweater will be these two.
What pattern though?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me have a look. Where did I put
we
it?
just enable her, Liz. That's all. We're here just to enable Joe.
That's what we do.
It's what we do. Did I print it out? Normally I would do, so. Okay, hang on a sec. It's not like I have to go far in my office. Oh, here it is. Ready?
Oh, that's pretty.
Ooh.
What do you think?
That would work.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you
With
have
the
enough
green
of the?
and then some bright colour at the top for the flowers?
Do you have enough of the bright color?
I believe this is done in DK or light worsted, and it says contrast colour 150 gram ball, 175 yards.
Oh, then you're good.
That's hardly anything on the top of that yoke. I don't believe that.
Mm-mm.
That's a lot of colour on the. That's quite. Where does it go? All the way down to the boobs.
Yeah, that seems like more than 150 gram ball.
I would look into that.
That's
See if there's some errata or something.
I would go on Ravelry and look at the projects and see what people used.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do I have to? I never go. I hardly ever go in there. Only if I want to buy something. Okay. Yeah, that's bizarre because it just says one. It's got Oh, hang on, but it's on big. Oh no, it's on 3.75s. So US 5 and US 7s, which is what I would expect for a DK or light worsted.
Sure.
What's the name of it?
How many meters are in this? This is the Stark 6.
What's the name of the pattern?
400 meters.
What's the name of the pattern?
Mariana. Maryana. Mariana.
Let's see.
Slightly cropped and loose fitting, and I do want it loose fitting so I can wear it with jeans. Are you going to have a look for an errata for me?
I am looking. Yeah. It says one ball of one. It says the contrast was BC Garn Samilla Organic DK 150 gram ball, approximately 175 yards. I don't see an errata.
That's crazy.
That doesn't.
Well, I mean, in these, I have I have 400 meters anyway. I have heaps.
Let me see.
And I think it will look really springy with all these paler colours.
Oh, it will. And I'm not seeing a lot of project notes, so I don't. It must be okay because I'm not seeing a bunch of project notes from people saying that it took more yarn. So.
Okay.
I don't know.
I really want to do Knitnitepodcast. I want to do the Knitnitepodcast Swancho. And what I want to hack it. I want to do the larger neck with a smaller size. Because the smaller size neck is too tight for me. Uncomfortable. Okay, that's what I'm going to use. Thanks, girls. I brought all my Zauber balls so you could help me.
Then you'll have to decide what to do with the mustard color.
Well, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. I actually have some cream from Skeins that I might put with that one and do a more traditional. Or tone down the mustard a little bit.
Yeah, that would.
I might do that. Yeah. Okay, so that's my accusations for this week. And I have too much wool. Can't believe I said that out loud.
I didn't hear a thing. Did you hear anything, Therese?
I heard her say that's her accusations for the week.
I heard her say something about she needs more wool. Is that what she said? Specifically from Forbidden Fiber?
Yes, she did say that.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I am going to look that girl up because that beautiful. I mean, Tara has a metric ton of new accusations that she showed, but that one, I was hoping she was going to show me some more, but I'm going to ask her. She said something about a monthly club.
Yeah,
Lean has those.
Yeah, she was also in one with Ruby and Roses, I think, the Lord of the Rings club.
Which I know nothing about. Yep. Okay. I think that's really. Oh no. I wanted to show you this because I tried to show you a couple of weeks ago, but I was pixelated. And then I can actually settle down and knit and shut up while you watch me work. Thanks, Tina. I love it when Tina says that. Look what I found at the local charity shop.
Arnie and Carlo.
Look at those dudes. How cute are they?
They are that's so them, though. I mean, that looks just like them.
Oh, that hair beautiful of somebody to donate this so I can look after it forever. And all those little birds I can make with the scraps.
And
I could even make one in Sparrow's fart. Yarn.
I don't know. Has any of our lovely dyers come up with a Sparrow's fart colorway yet?
I sure hope not.
Well, what would it look like? Would it be glitter?
Wouldn't it be better like than that? Baby poop yellow, as she called it?
No, I think they're kind of equal.
It's not like goose turd. It's not like poo. It's just a fart. It's just a little of glitter, I think. Yeah. It's not like a big turkey at Tara's place shitting all over the place.
Wouldn't want that.
It's just a fart. A lady fart.
So turkey shit shouldn't be a colorway either.
No. Let me tell Leanne real quick. Don't make anything called turkey shit.
Sure, and then this beautiful book.
That is, I have no, I don't have that one. I have a similar one.
I can't believe that somebody donated them. I'm eternally grateful.
They probably had lost a family member who was a knitter or something.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Somebody spent a lot of money on these books.
Oh, yeah.
And I need to read them and look after them.
You do.
I love getting stuff at thrift stores, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My best.
I have something else in the back of my office, but I'll show you next week.
My best find at a thrift store, and I've had a couple good ones, but was at Salvation Army. It was 4 skeins of Mongolian cashmere.
Nice.
Wow.
I threw it in my cart right away because it was $2.99 a skein, I think.
Seriously? Wow.
And I went on my phone and I Googled, and it's retails for about $47.
That's a good find.
Wow.
Other yarns there, and I'm like throwing everything in my cart. And there was these women, and they were like walking by, and they're looking at my car. I'm like basically growling at them, like, no, look at my yarn. Don't smell my yarn. Don't even think about my yarn. Mine. So I still haven't, and that was years ago, and I still have not found the perfect pattern for that. I want to use all of it. I don't want to, make some little shawl that's 300 yards or whatever when I have 600 or 800 or however much I have, So I'm trying to find a pattern.
Wow.
So
that's
until
cool.
then, it sits.
Wow. Oh, I hope you do. What color? What color is it?
It's a bluish green.
Excuse me. Ooh,
like a teal
color.
color.
Wow, Trace. You have to knit that up.
Yep. Yeah, it was crazy. It's like, who did this? But it still had yarn store stickers on it. So, like Liz said, maybe somebody died and, the family got rid of it or something.
Yep.
No, I gotta find something for that. Maybe that shawl.
Definitely. Make it a priority this year.
Yeah, make it a priority when you're not doing Shark Week and Penguano Station.
When Vertices Unite Station and
sleep is so overrated.
People are going to think that we're obsessed with trains. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. I don't like train stations, no. I like airports.
Okay.
And honestly, what's going on with Tabitha? Hurry up, girlfriend. Get on your podcast and talk to me. I miss her. She needs to come and chat with us.
I know. She was going to come last week, but that life happened, so hopefully.
Okay. And what about Amy of Two Sisters and Too Much Yarn? She hasn't done a podcast for a month. She hasn't talked to me.
Two Sisters and Too Much Yarn.
Sisters and some yarn. But don't tell her I said that. If she's not talking to her own sister, can she not come and jump in here and have a chat to me?
Sure.
Bloody snob. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Then she'll be able to see all the things.
Yeah, Ames. I haven't talked to her for ages. She must be busy. I think it's the end of school, isn't it? Soon?
It is, and she's got teenagers, so,
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Yep, I get that. But, hey, girlfriend time is vital to my mental health.
Yeah. I hear you.
Ames needs to talk to me.
I'm sure she will after she sees this.
She'll talk to you.
Who, Amy?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should invite Denise. Maybe Amy's the problem.
Right.
Oh, dear.
Maybe Amy is problematic, and Denise can't tie her down for a podcast date.
Amy, I'm Switzerland, just so you know. I'm not.
hills are alive with the sound of music. Ooh.
I meant I was neutral, not Julie Andrews, but okay.
You said Switzerland.
I know. Meaning I wasn't going to get between who didn't want a podcast, Denise or Amy. That was going to be all you.
Denise, this is my formal invitation. Come talk to us, girlfriend. Give us the lowdown on Amy. She won't know. She never watches us.
All the tea, yeah.
Yeah, give us all the tea. All the shade on Amy. Yeah.
We're very informal too, so
yeah.
You know.
Obviously.
Clearly.
And we don't edit, so you know, whatever happens.
No show notes.
Happens.
See, perfect for Denise and Amy to come and chat to us because they don't do shit either.
Anyway, I see and their entire description box is like a foot long, telling everything. Oh, I talked about this, all these yarns and all these patterns and all this stuff. I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. Like Denise says, just ask them.
You know, if Tabitha was on, you'd have to explain your desire not to knit a murder knit shawl, Joe.
Yes.
Oh, what are you saying, Liz? Liz? Right, Liz. Right. Hang on. Let me fix that. You naughty girl. Let me fix that. Liz?
You don't want the wrath of Tabitha.
I'm fixing that right now. I love Tabitha. No,
I know you love Tabitha.
Love me anymore.
I love
you,
Tabitha.
You love Tabitha. Oh, you picked a new yarn?
I'm fixing it. See this spun?
Okay.
Okay.
In purple and purple.
That will look lovely.
Mm-hmm.
This is very, very special yarn that my mummy brought back from Scotland years ago because my mum's a world traveller. And I'm sorry I don't have the tag, but I do know, I looked it up at the time, and this is a very, very well-known Scottish spinner and dyer and designer that Mum happened to meet upon and only bought me one bloody skein. So this is my murder knit shawl. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful?
It will be lovely.
Look.
I see.
I do like it because it's very well spun. It's very evenly spun.
Mm-hmm.
And purple and lime green are my two favourite colours. So there's my murder knit shawl. There it is in all its glory.
Just waiting to happen?
Well, waiting for Shark Week.
That's right. No, she's doing a hat for Shark Week. Remember?
Oh.
I'm doing a hat for Shark Week. How long, summer? A couple more months?
Yeah, until the end of August. You got time.
Yeah.
Summer of murder.
Right.
That's right. And
not just
and then Texas Peach Knits. Texas Peach Knits has the Fluff Your Stash.
Fluff Your Stash
going on.
Who is that girl? Yeah. Who is that girl with the red hair?
Steph,
yeah.
Stephanie?
Texas, yeah.
Stephanie, my yarn wants to meet you. How much of it would you like? I have fluffed and fluffed and fluffed and fluffed. Oh, you know what I even found last night while I was fluffing my stash? Speaking of Aaron Waite T-shirt that Liz is going to do.
That's right.
Look what I found. Rolled up. This is a couple of years old, 2020. So this is designer knitting, which is just the English version of Vogue.
Oh,
and I have the very first copy of Australian Vogue magazine, Knit magazine.
Oh, wow.
And I have been collecting them for over 20 years. Until 2019. Funny that. Wonder why. I stopped buying them And I have tubs and tubs and bookcase full of these. And obviously I took this one down to my wool room looking for the right yarn, and I left it there. And I found it last night. Thanks, Stephanie. Because I want to make this.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
pretty.
So it's brioche and all other magic tricks to knit a hood. It's Cape Knittic, and it's in Aran weight.
That'd be warm.
This is Taki yarns. I don't have any Taki yarns. Is that how you say it, Taki?
I think so. I think
Yeah,
so.
well, that's how I say it. Like it or lump it. But I obviously went searching for the right yarn.
Of course you did.
And I left it in my wool room for years. Yeah, but I'm not buying this magazine anymore. Not to be negative, but the whole panel crap, diversity, inclusion crap really pissed me off. Because guess what? I'm a middle-aged woman who's been financially supporting you for over 2 decades. How about you support me? So, yeah, so I found that one. It's probably one of the last ones I've bought. We always get them about 6 months after they're published. Yeah, so that's another knit on my horizon, an Aran hood.
It'll be really warm.
Capelet. Yeah, it will be, because next month it's going to be freezing here.
I'm sorry.
Well, it won't be freezing here because it'll be over 100. Probably until mid-September. But who knows? So, have you guys watched any good murder shows?
Oh, what have you been watching, Therese?
I watched. It's like you watch a show, and then all the other channels put out shows about that same murder.
Mm-hmm.
So I end up watching. I'm like, didn't I watch this? No, I didn't watch this one, but I watched one like it about the same one. So I watched the one about who's the guy that killed his wife and their kids.
Chris Watts.
Yes, I watched a show about that on, I don't even know what platform it was on, but it was a different one. What else have I watched? I don't know. I've been watching. I watched Outlander came out, so I watched that. That's not murder. Well, actually, I mean, there's murder in there, but not true murder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what else I've watched. Just random murder shows.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing
my
on.
neighbor's a killer, and my roommate killed me. And
I watched one on Discovery, The Kill List, and there were a few different episodes, but this young woman in her 20s was killed, and I guess the police were investigating it, but the brother knew who did it. Like, he was pretty sure who did it. And he got her ex-boyfriend, and they confronted the guy and sat down and talked to him into confessing, because he wouldn't quit. He's like, I know you know what happened to my sister. Just tell me. You'll feel better. You need to get it off your chest. What did you do to her? And he got him to confess. And it's like, it was just heartbreaking. And I was just like so proud of this kid who just, pushed and persevered to find out who had killed his sister. And it was just amazing, what he did, because they didn't coordinate with the police. The police were following the suspect. So it was all on camera when they did it, but they didn't know the police had been following this up. That he did it on his own, and he called the boyfriend that she had broken up with right before she got killed, and he flew back into town from out of state to come help him confront the guy that they were sure had killed her. And I was just like, it was just to me amazing. So, yeah. But we lost Joe again.
she'll come back.
Yeah.
I started watching Vatican Girl.
Oh, I watched that one.
Yeah, I started watching it and then I got distracted, and so I have to start over. Oh, I was only on the first one, so it's not that hardship.
Yeah, I watched that one.
Uh,
Another one of those Catholic Church ones, Therese.
mm-hmm.
And I know you're so fond of.
Mm. I might end up rewatching The Keepers soon, because
Of course, because
it's like an annual thing.
well, I get that because
I'm waiting for Neil and Tabitha to do that one,
I know
because I got a lot to say about that.
they need to get themselves going with that one.
Yes.
Why do I have
Well, the
extra
Tiger King
stitch?
was good. Tiger King episode was good.
Tiger King was awesome when they dressed for the part.
Neil with that mullet.
I know. He needs to dye it and wear different color mullets.
Do we know when Block Magazine's coming out?
I'm one of the patrons, so I just got the patron copy, the PDF, so I think it should be sometime next week.
Okay.
I think he's only waiting on a couple different graphics, maybe. I just got the email before we sat down to record, so I haven't had a chance to look through it, except a certain lady we know from Texas is modeling several of the designs.
Yep.
So that was exciting.
I was a Patreon on there, and then something happened, and then it threw me out of Patreon.
Yeah, it made me re-sign up when I went in to look. So I think it because he's doing the new tiers, maybe it stopped everybody's accounts and restarted because he changed the tiers. Maybe I don't know. So I restarted.
I'm gonna have to go back in and redo it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Because I was like, why am I not getting? It's just like YouTube when they unsubscribe you from stuff, and you're like, why am I not seeing these?
I know, it's crazy.
And she's back.
She's back.
Sorry, I'm back. I moved out of the sun. Yeah, I think my phone overheated actually. In 4 degrees in the sun.
Well,
so I just moved the car to the shade.
You're on the other side of the world, Joe. Anything can happen.
Everything happens here. It's never a dull moment here. You know that. I was thinking last night. Remember that time I picked up a feral pig and put it in the back of my car?
I do. The poor piglet.
And I didn't know it was feral.
Aw.
I mean, it was in the middle of the road.
And blind?
Yeah.
Head injury?
Yeah, I didn't realise it had been hit by a vehicle. It was just standing there stunned in the middle of the road. Remember? And remember I voice messaged you? And I was like, I was on a roller coaster ride. I was like, oh my God, look what I just did. I got out of my car and this pig, which was the size of a 5-month-old, 4-month-old Labrador, is standing in the middle of the road, cars coming the other way, and they're stopping and they're trying to shoo it off the road. And remember, I just walked up very bravely. I mean, the thing could have bitten my hand off. And I said, leave it alone, I'll take it to the vet. And I scooped it up in my arms around its rib cage, emptied the back of my car, threw it in the back of my hatchback, guys. I have a little car, guys. And before I could even get to town, it had done whoopsies in the back of my car, and I could smell it. And it was coming out of its stunned state and banging its head on the top of the hatchback cover. And I went all the way to school and got Mills and said, quick, let's take this animal home. And she was patting it and talking to it, and that's when we realised it had been hit. And you wonder where Millie gets it. Where does Millie get it from? I mean, crazy woman picks up a wild feral pig, which could have eaten me. Again, Australia. And throws it in the back of her tiny car. Look, I might as well have strapped it into the front seat and put a seatbelt on it.
I don't think it's so much the pigs in Australia that are your worst threats, are they there?
No, because you don't normally see the wild pigs during the day. They're always hiding and in cool gullies during the daytime, digging up their mucky holes.
Well, at least this one had had someone looking after him at the end there, you know.
Yes, we looked after it till it passed away. But man, what a knock to the head it must have got. It definitely affected its eyesight because it couldn't even see Millie when she was approaching it.
Probably landed on its head when it fell out.
Oh. No, out of my car, no.
No, I meant out of whatever car it fell out of originally.
No,
if
it was
did.
wild.
Oh, it was
No,
feral.
I thought it had fallen out of the back of a livestock car or a truck. I thought that, and I thought this poor animal has tumbled into the middle of the road or it's come from a farm. And it wasn't till an hour later after it pooped throughout the back of my car and we got it out and put it in a pen to have a look at it and give it water that we realised it was a feral pig.
Oh dear. Well, at least its experience with humans was kind.
Yeah, Millie was very kind, patting it and looking after it, and we gave it a drink, but it was blind. It had been smacked in the head, obviously. Same with roos, but you see roos in the middle of the road and they're just staring at you and they're not moving, and it's not till you get past them that you see the injuries on their face where their heads have hit someone's tyre or someone's car. Yeah, it's really sad.
Did she name it?
The pig?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she did at the time.
I don't remember. Probably.
I'm sure she did. Speaking of names, Tara's got a rooster called Cartman.
Eric Cartman, yeah.
Cartman. I laughed and laughed. You have to watch her podcast, guys. Yarn, Chicken, and SH1T. Oh my gosh, Cartman. When she started talking about Cartman, I was like, well, I've got a chicken called Felicity and Berenice and a rooster called Freddie, but Cartman cracked me up.
Well, it's from South Park. It's a character on South Park. Yeah.
I know. She's so funny.
I think her kids probably named him.
True. Mm-hmm. Her kids are so lucky. All those little chickies and turkeys. Do they have a basement? They had them down in a basement.
Yeah, they have a basement. Yeah, until he got them outside.
We don't have basements here. That's where you bury the bodies under the house.
We don't have basements here either on the West Coast, which was weird when I moved here because there are no basements. I'm used to that from the East Coast. But
I do love a good attic and widow's walk, I have to say, but not a dingy little basement, no. Gives me the creeps. A lot of people have. I've been to a unit that was built into a basement in Queens, in New York. My friend was living in a basement apartment. It wasn't too bad, with the little windows up high.
Mm-hmm. We always had basements when I lived on the East Coast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here they don't because the ground's so hard to dig into in the desert. I mean, you're not. My sister-in-law has a basement, but they built their house, so they had that dug out when they tore down the house that was there previously. So so they added a basement, but most houses here don't have them. So.
Oh, you have earthquakes and stuff there, don't you? So I wouldn't want to be in a basement.
We are on a fault line. That is true. We do we get them occasionally. I felt a few. We have not had any big ones here, but California, of course, does. The first one that happened when I moved here, I had no idea what it was. The bed just was shaking, and I was like, "This is crazy." And then I learned, when I looked on my phone, I realized there was an earthquake, but it wasn't that big a deal. Mm-hmm. But then later on, you can sense them and tell when they're happening.
Thank you.
Well, they're not.
So I saw you had a true crime this week in is it Clermont County in Ohio?
Which one are you talking about?
The father who just murdered his 3 boys.
Oh yeah, I saw that briefly. I don't know the details. I don't know the details of that
Yeah,
one.
Oh,
it's
okay. I
you
think,
don't want to know the detail. It's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, it's really bad. But I will be interested to follow that the court proceedings for that.
me too. Yeah.
Yep.
My wife got shot in the hand trying to stop him.
Oh, I didn't see that part. I just the article I read just told what he had done to the kids. I
Yeah,
didn't
that's what I
see
saw.
anything about the mother.
Uh,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I
I
wonder.
think
I
they
wonder if he's got like PTSD or if he's, you wonder what would make
That's what
somebody
my
snap like
husband
that.
said.
I
You
don't
know.
know. I don't know.
That's what my husband said, and I'm thinking it's a case of the if I can't have them, neither
Have
can
them.
you sort of situation mentality.
That's what I was wondering too.
Yeah. So that is very sad, and I guess things like that happen all over the world, all over the country.
Sadly, it does.
Yeah.
So,
People lose the twist. I mean, I've lost my temper before, but never considered anything like that.
oh no, never.
I'm more like, hey, you want to watch me lose my stuff and be a crazy woman? Let's argue, but not something like that. No, it's
No, I walk away when I get
it's
angry like that.
unthinkable to me.
Well, I've never been angry like that, but when I get
No,
angry, I tend to walk away. I can't imagine.
but that'll be yeah. So because I'm nosy, I'll be very interested to see what happens with that and how the court proceedings go.
Yep.
What else is happening in your side of the world?
Mm,
Um,
let's see.
Nothing.
Just the usual.
Where
So
our Oh, go ahead.
you've just designed a shawl and a
Mhm.
new hat.
Mhm.
Is there anything you can't do?
Many, many, many things I can't do.
What
I'm a new designer, so I'm learning as I go, as you,
I know.
as my test knitters inform me.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to, put out things that I would like to knit and hopefully people would like to knit. I mean,
yeah,
trying to be creative.
Hmm.
I did the Murder Knits cardigan for Tabitha because she needed a bathrobe cardigan to watch her show in.
Hmm.
And
definitely. That's really sweet.
and the hat came along with it because people asked for a hat
Hmm.
because they didn't want to knit the cardigan, which is a
I
commitment, and I know,
Nice.
but it's such a nice,
yeah.
cozy thing
Inside
to wear.
doors. Why wouldn't you want to?
And the shawl was for the fundraiser for Shark Week. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I never designed a shawl, so that was interesting and daunting. I
And
mean,
so
our good.
why did you consider doing it upside down from the bottom up instead of taking the easy route?
I saw a few patterns, and I liked the way that the border was just straight up, and then the shaping came in the top. And so I thought I would try it that way and use short rows. It didn't work
Yeah.
quite the way I wanted it to because I just didn't know how to do it, but I would know how to do it next time.
I really
'Cause
like the idea of short rows coming up. It's
yeah,
much tidier than going down and increasing. Pulling it together is always much tidier than
yeah.
separating it and doubling it up. So I
Well,
thought
these
that
are
was really clever of you.
well the pattern that I saw that I liked. They didn't use short rows. She did a
Hmm.
different technique. She did knit togethers and SSKs, and the way she did it, it didn't leave gaps, which I found was very interesting. But I didn't like the way it looked on
Hmm.
fingering weight. It looked when I did samples trying to use her technique, it looked great on heavier yarn, but in fingering weight, it was too noticeable
Yeah, it
and
stands out.
it stood out. So I did the short German short rows, which I like. They're to me that's my go-to short row,
Yeah.
and they're only every 10 stitches, so they're not like you're doing short
Oh, I
rows
know.
a lot of them. And then
No.
there's it's a simple basic pattern. There's so many amazing shawls out there, but geometry is not my thing. Like, I'm not good with visuals. Like, so for me, it's really hard to translate a shape with knitting, whereas with crochet, I can just look at it and, crochet that shape because I've been doing that forever. But with knitting,
Yeah.
it's a lot more labor intensive for me and trial and error. So, but I was really
Oh,
pleased with it.
nice.
And Dawn seems to like it, so I'm happy she likes it since she's the one of the members of the Indianapolis organization, and
Yeah.
um, it's just a
Wow.
cute little one skein shawl. It's nothing fancy, but maybe one day I'll do some fancy shawls. Not like Stephen West because I just that man, he's an amazing designer. I just I'm in awe of how he works stitch patterns and colors and just I would love to have that knowledge, but I don't yet, so I'm just learning. But it's been
Yeah,
a
you've
fun
done really
process so
well.
far.
You've
Thanks.
done really well. It's really pretty. And as a lightweight shawl, fingering, one skein, one mini, it's perfect for spring.
Yeah, thanks. I wanted it something that people could do it in a week for Shark Week if they wanted to. So
Yeah.
that was why it was one skein. And Tina from A Winded Yarn and Fiber is going to be doing yarn kits for the colorway that I used, her misunderstood colorway with a coordinating mini. So that'll be coming out when the shawl releases. Um, yeah, I'm really
Okay.
happy with it. I knit a second one in a separate colorway just to test the pattern, but I still have to
Yeah.
block that one. So I'll
Oh,
show
you're not
that
going to
after it
show
gets all
us?
blocked. No, it needs to be blocked. It really needs to be blocked, and it's in the other room. Um, I'll get my daughter to wear it, and I'll make her model it next time since it's for her
Okay.
because it's in her colors. And she's been into video games recently, and where our home computer is, it's right underneath the air vent, and she doesn't like the
Yeah.
cold at all. So even in 100-degree weather, my daughter doesn't like the cold. So I thought this shawl with a shawl pin is perfect for her to just put over her shoulders when she's sitting there playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and she's
Definitely.
usually my model, and she
Definitely.
usually gets the samples, she and my niece. So that's their pay for modeling for me. They get to keep the samples. So, yeah. So now I'm just knitting this Christmas present, and then we'll see what happens with Shark Week, which is coming up. Even though Anna's no longer your friend, Joe.
She's not.
I'm sure she'll have something to say about that. But
No, she's evil. Pure evil. I mean, who even conspires to think of something like you must frog your work if you don't finish, and you must prove that you frogged it. No tricky, you know, few tears rolling down your face and a couple of rows. No, we want to see that end tail.
We want to see that ramen noodles.
all I know is if for some reason
We want,
Joe were to ever have to frog it, it would be the most dramatic frogging
No.
known to man. Amy already said if she has to frog it, she's going to make it incredibly dramatic. So we'll see. I think we're losing Joe again.
I think we are.
So we probably ought to wrap this up.
Yeah.
And
Technology.
you probably need to get stuff done and get some rest because you're going to be busy tomorrow running around. Hopefully David gets news, that can help him. And
I don't know. I think it's going to be when can we schedule surgery?
uh,
Yeah.
well, if it is, it is. If it helps him, it helps him.
There
It's
she is.
rough. There she is.
She's back.
If it's rough, then
hello, welcome
it's
to
going to be.
tomorrow.
That's right. Joe's in the future, so things happen
Stuff
differently there.
is a little crazy there.
No, but if he has to get surgery and it helps him, that's what matters.
Yeah. It's just,
A struggle.
yeah.
It's a lot.
And it still doesn't. And the thing is, he has a hard time walking, which doesn't have anything to do with his neck. So he's going to have to see a different surgeon for that
Well,
because his neck surgeon doesn't do hips. So the neck thing is where he doesn't have his hands are cold. He has no feeling in them.
that's nerve stuff. He needs to get that taken care of
That's
first.
the neck thing.
Oh,
And then I'll have to see somebody else for the hip. You know.
Maybe he won't need hip surgery. Maybe physical therapy will be enough. You never know.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's possible if he gets his neck fixed that they can, work on his hip through physical therapy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just something's got to happen.
Well, sending him all good thoughts and
Thank you.
good wishes and for you to have patience.
Mm. Yeah, you better double down on those thoughts and prayers because
Hey, you're looking out for your husband. If you have to get frustrated or angry to do that, that's your job.
Don't be crabby. He's in pain.
No, I don't
Therese,
mean to
when is
him. I don't mean crabby to him. I mean crabby to like the medical people that she has to deal with.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Therese, when is your daughter coming to have a chat to me?
Oh, I don't know. Whenever you guys want.
Tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'll send her down to you.
Okay, thank you.
Of course, I could have done that when she was a
Oh my
teenager.
God, Mum is beautiful.
All right. Well, are we good this week, ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got no other news. Everything's good. I'm knitting like a crazy woman. 3 shawls I've got cast on.
Tell Millie to send us pictures of Murray on the school bus.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. No. He has to stay in his crate, so that's boring.
Aw.
Oh, he headbutted the cat the other night. How funny. They were loving on each other. He was sniffing her and nibbling her, and she thought she was getting a back scratch. And then he went kapow. And headbutted her.
That's funny.
Noah's Ark at
never
Joe's
bored.
house. Noah's Ark at Joe's house.
Mm-hmm.
Noah's Ark, I'll say. Dr. Doolittle.
That's Millie. She's Millie Doolittle.
Yeah.
Hey, she's
I'm just
got a good
happy
heart.
she's not singing this week.
Well,
she can sing Talk to the Animals.
All right.
Okay.
So,
I'm just knitting away today.
Therese, maybe your daughter can join us next week.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
I talked to her, and she says that she's, available to come chat.
Cool.
Will she join us on Shark Week?
Probably not.
Oh.
Because I don't know. She crochets, and most of her projects are bigger. Unbelievable. Most of her projects are bigger. She does sweaters. She does like those scarves that have the pockets. It's a scarf and has pockets on the end. I think she's done one of those. She's done like a shrug. So they're not like 1 week projects, even though they're crochet. She has done a hat. And she's done like little stuff, but not. I think she's working on cardigans and.
That's really great.
Not Shark Week.
That she's that involved in it.
Because you don't want her frogging something on camera. Because that will be have an explicit rating. The language alone.
That's because she's new at it, and when
it's because she's Melissa. It's because
but it's also because when you're new, every project is such a big deal, and you put so much into it.
Yeah.
That frogging it hurts, but when you're later on, it's just like I'll frog this, and just then it's like no big deal, And she's not to that stage yet.
She frogs things, but I don't think she's going to want to do it on camera and keep it at least PG rated. So she is my kid.
Crochet's faster than knitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, she's doing cardigans. So? You can't do that in a week.
Probably not. No.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She's one of those. If she used one of those P hooks, she probably could. You know,
Yeah,
the big
that's,
hooks.
I made her before she crocheted last Christmas time. She sent me a pattern. She said, "Oh, can you build me?" That's what she calls it, building. Can you build me this? And I was like, hmm. So I found a pattern that was similar that I was willing to do, and it used a P hook. You held worsted weight double, and it went really quick. And she loved it. And then she was like, "Oh, I'm going to do this myself." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
You were the gate, Therese. You're the gateway for her.
Yes, I'm the gateway drug.
You're the gateway drug for crochet.
Well, the thing is, she has done so many different crafts. She's tried cross stitch. She did crochet before. She's tried a bunch of different things, but she gets bored easy. She gets frustrated. She she will never knit because it's just too slow for her.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
Yeah. My daughter taught herself to crochet. She crocheted one shawl that she made up a fishnet style shawl. That's all she wanted to do to see if what she came up in her head would work. And she said, "Show me how to do the stitch." And I did. And she made it. And that was it. She was done. It was like a proof of concept thing for her. And it worked. And that was all she wanted to know if she could do it. So I'm like, okay, good for you. Yeah. So, all right, ladies, same bat time, same bat channel next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're going to be around? Okay. And we can see Joe. It's so nice to see Joe, not just pixelated Joe.
How embarrassing. Can we delete the first episode, please? It's
No.
embarrassing.
We'll wait till sometime when we're all in a place where we can have alcohol, and then we'll rewatch it.
Right.
Oh,
And then
no.
we can laugh at ourselves.
The only thing I don't like is like Devin from Knitting McPurley. She gave us a shout out and linked this to her.
Oh, wow.
That's
but
great.
It's episode 1, so it's
but you know
Right.
what? You know what though? We got a lot of people who watched episode 1 and totally understood the tech problems. So that didn't stop people from not liking it. And we appreciate everyone who watches and comes back and who subscribes. There's been so many people subscribing and commenting on Instagram.
Cool.
And we just, we really appreciate it because we're just being ourselves and just doing, this is what we would do on Knit Night if we were together.
Right.
So this is pretty much it. We're not fancy.
No, but if we've got so many people, why aren't they here chatting with us? Contact Liz Clothier.
We can only have so many.
Contact Liz Clothier. Come and jump in and have a chat.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Though I think we got some other friends of ours we need to have in first, though, because we promised them.
Yeah.
So we'll get to them. All right. See you guys later.
Liz, jump in.
I'm going to end this. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for Joe knitting with the brightest yarn out there. Which I'm tempted to knit something in that color so my son can wear it on his motorcycle when he's riding at night because he would be seen.
Idea.
Right.
I just don't know if I could get him to wear it. That's right. So he just got a new helmet that gives him better visibility. So and I helped him pay for it. And he said, "Why?" I said, "Because you being able to see better makes me worry less. So I sleep better. So to me, it's worth it."
You can sleep better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's a very safe rider. He's new and he's very careful. He's always been a careful driver and he's been careful on the motorcycle, which he did not ride today because there were 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So he made a good call.
Whoa.
Yep, we have a lot of wind in Vegas. We're in a valley and it just shoots across. Yep. So we don't get the rain. We don't get this. Well, we get rain, the monsoons, but usually in July and August, we'll get massive rain for a couple weeks. And that's it.
Why? Tell me why you're living there again.
Because this is where my husband was from, and I moved here to be with him, and we just stayed. I have desert babies. The kids like the desert. They do not like the cold at all. So well, thank you guys. Talk to you later.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Love you, girls.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you.